But I've had this pineapple growing. I don't know which way you can see it best. But the pineapple is almost ready on it. It's starting to get ripe, and a lot of people think that's cool, and they look at that all the time. So I just wanted to show you guys how you do that. It's really easy. After you've cut your pineapple and eaten it, just take this top, and we just only need a little slice of the base left. And I'm just going to put that in like this. And really, that's all there is to planting it. But the secret with pineapples, they are what's called a bromeliad. And where they grow, usually like Hawaii, the part of Hawaii they grow in doesn't have real deep soil. It's pretty rocky, but it rains a lot. And so they have adapted to when it rains, this top catches the water and fills that funnel up. And like we have foliage bromeliads people buy for their house that the plume on them will be red or yellow. Well, you keep that trumpet full of water and you let a little bit spill out into the soil, but the soil doesn't have to be kept very wet. It's made to water itself through that crown. So keep that full and watering, and it takes about a year for them to get mature enough to grow a pineapple, but that one's about ready. And then once it's done, that one shoot doesn't make another pineapple, but the next shoot right here, starting already, will have the next pineapple for it. So kind of a fun thing to do. It's fun to do with kids because it's so easy to get started and going. Yes? The only reason I would say kind of is just because of how long these fronds are going to get. You could probably start it in something like this and get it all growing, but when it gets bigger, it's going to need something. That pineapple's heavy. And if we grew it up, because it doesn't need the soil for the root, but more for stability, because if we had that big pineapple in this little pot, it would tip over. But once your pineapple is grown and they start to turn yellow, I'll tell you what, when you buy them at the store, you might get a hint of yellow starting on them, but there's always some green. I let these things turn completely yellow before I pick it. And I take it home, and my daughter, my youngest one's like, hey, it's SpongeBob's house, because it's actually that yellow color like in the cartoon. It's the difference between buying tomatoes in the wintertime at the grocery store and picking them out of your garden. That pineapple is the same way. And so once you got your pineapple grown, I think Tanya's coming up with something fun to do with the pineapple. So that's my last thing on planting, the veggies and the pineapple, and I'm going to turn it over to Tawnya to show what to do.
I'm not going to clip it on. Okay. All right. This is my party on the patio, and I have some little toothpicks here, so when we're done here, you can run up and get you some fruit. We used our gloves, so we're good. We're sanitized. All of the above. We're ready for you to eat some. So anyway, I was going to show you what I did with the pineapple that we pick off of our homegrown pineapple. And I'm not going to take this out, but I left the meat in the pineapple. I am going to have to put this down. And Jason and Shelly got me I think it's a 2-inch little plastic pipe here. I put it down into the meat of my pineapple, and then I hollowed out my pineapples, and I used that's what we're going to be eating, and I'm going to make my own little palm tree. So I measured my little, believe this is right. It's really sticky. See, I hollowed them out, and they're just going to stand right on top of each other if we're doing good. And I kept all my pineapple eatings. And the reason I have the pipe in there is because I went shopping out here and I found a palm tree that Erica brought me, she told me there was a palm tree, and I took the palms and cut them all off of a plant, and I'm just going to crisscross them a little bit, spread them out, and I'm going to put them down into my pipe. And then I have my palm. Thank you! Yay! I always try to steal the show from Jason. I really worked hard on this one, didn't I? So then I have my glasses that you guys all got. I'm going to put them on my pineapples that I got from Smith's Market, of course. I have all of my glasses. I could decorate each one of them like this, but I'm not going to because I can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going to lay them around my decorative table. And then what I'm going to do, everybody knows about our battery-operated lights, I'm sure. These are on a switch. The timer's on. It's getting enough dark here, but I'm just going to show you what I would do if I was having an outdoor party on the back patio. I would light my tree. And I'm not going to do a very good job because I'm in a little bit of a hurry and I have a long bunch here, but it sure is cute lit up. And I would light my little tree. These lights are also waterproof. They're bendable, they're on timer, and if you were listening earlier, I love everything that's on a timer because then you can walk away from it and you haven't lost your whole battery power. So I'm going to hide this down here. If it was dark, it would look so cute. And on my little table, I'm also going to decorate this vase. And I went to Smith's Market. We got all of our goodies here. I'm going to put some lemons, oranges, limes, kiwi. I'm going to put some water in there. That might not all fit, but I'm going to try. And if you were having a graduation party or just the back patio having a party with some of your friends over, these lights that you buy at Christmas time, most everybody buys them, puts them on their wreaths and different things. Utilize them for this time of year. And like I said earlier, they'll go right down into your water vase. And it's so pretty when it's lit up. The other thing that I'm going to show you is we have these mason jars. And we have these little lights that you can turn on. Can you see that? You see it changes 5 different colors. Jason didn't share very much of his water, but you turn this on, put it down in your fancy drink, and all night you can drink out of your cup, and that is lit up for you to see what you're... Isn't that fun? Okay, well that concludes my party on the patio. Yay! Every year we look forward to this, and we appreciate